Colonel Day was the ultimate role model. He just seemed to always make right decisions, do the right thing. He was tough, he was smart, he was determined. He just led a phenomenal life. He taught us men in the military not only how to be a great military man, but also how to be a great man in general. The way he led his life was just the ultimate, like I said, I keep using the term role model, but it's accurate, how life should be led.
Bud Day remained an incredibly down-to-earth son of Sioux City, Iowa, and the most genuinely humble man most of us have ever known. When we remember Colonel Day, many of us will recall what we consider to be our favorite picture of him, the black and white photo which graces the cover of this morning's memorial service program. The very same photograph is displayed with many of Colonel Day's personal effects today, and identical copies of this photo hang in the airport that bears his name, the main entrance of City Hall in downtown Sioux City, the lobby of the Siouxland Chamber of Commerce offices, and in the halls of the Pentagon. Inscribed below each of those photos is a quote from Colonel Day, and it reads, "Go with honor, live with honor, return with honor." After a life filled with more suffering than most of us can fathom, and carrying the unrelenting pains associated with 5 years and 7 months of torture, Bud is finally resting comfortably and at peace. 1 week ago today, Colonel George Bud Day, with his wife, whom he affectionately called the Viking, as well as his children and grandchildren at his bedside, slowly turned to his bride of 64 years and with his final breath whispered, "Home." Colonel Day is home now. And once again, he has done what he always promised he would do and returned with honor.
I think of this man that has traveled the world and done so many things and soared into the skies and faced unspeakable terror and torture, and done so with a will that could not be broken, a man that loved life, a man that could recognize and appreciate the sunrise from a cell block if he could see it, a man that had compassion for all of his fellow men and women, and a man whom John McCain described must have imagined heaven as a cornfield in Iowa in early winter full of pheasants.
He stood out from the crowd not because of his size or credentials, and certainly not an ego, but because of his humility, his composure, and courage. Behind all of this was his deep faith in God, his country, and the unfailing, unending love of Doris and his family.
Colonel Day had this great zest for life. Him and his wife Doris adopted 4 children and continually advocated for veterans and their rights. He loved Sioux City. He loved the American military. He loved the 185th Air Refueling Wing. And he was just a positive force to be around. And he made all of our lives a little better.